Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, here's Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. First carry now for David Montgomery. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns. We got this thing locked down.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Chris Jones in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 carries, 94 yards, and a score.
Definitely productive, including scoring his 14th touchdown of the season last week. It's going to be fun to watch the matchup now because he has a nose for the end zone. So if you're a defender, what's your job? Keep him out.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
On 1st down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Hardman. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
A hit as he throws there in. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Cornell Powell, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a 1st quarter lead. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The thing that they'll be looking at is the spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge, a successful one. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Matthew. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Bilal Nichols there on the stop. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Mahomes now on first down. The quick slant caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Cornell Powell, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. It's a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Draw play. Fields gives to Montgomery.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more there and another first down. Now it's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Now Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now.
So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
The tackle there by Ben Neiman.
So we've come upon halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's different.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And this defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Well, there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Powell. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. One more time with Edwards-Helaire.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Now, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Chicago offense set to get started.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Fields now to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he
will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire
with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Mahomes will throw for it.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Kansas City defense, they make their way onto the field now. And the interception the last time, their third takeaway of the game, Charles.
They're just flocking to the football so well. And not only are they doing that, they're making big-time plays and taking it away from them. Big hits, big plays. They're looking very good in this ball game.
You said flocking, flying to the football. Coaches always use that, don't they?
They really do. It's almost it goes back to the old, when they click off the frame at the end of a play, they want to see all 11 defensive guys in that picture.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On first down, Fields. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver.
But it's going to be second down.
To the air again, Fields. He'll get that underneath to Herbert.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Fields
able to get away. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here.
And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just got to get...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Though definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Now a first down throw. Fields dropping this underneath with Herbert.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And as he throws, he lost the football. It's loose. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
On first down, it's Fields.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Again, Fields. There's Mooney with another catch.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
To throw is Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
2nd down and 3. Here's Fields.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You got nothing. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Attack, attack. 54, watch 54.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line.
80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
They will try to run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will hit